Hey there, Lockie here. I'm the founder of iyarn, and this is a quick tuition around how coaches can use iyarn as a tool to be able to check in on athletes. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get up this screen here. This is a landing page for the coaches group. Giving you a bit of a step-to-step process. Down here, I kind of talk about step one. You can sign up via app.iyarn.com, download it on the mobile application, but I've actually got a link here of the first check-in that you can do to sign in. So you click on that, and all of a sudden it will take you through to this page. So if this is the first time you've done this, you'll need to sign up. So you click in here and just go through the prompts here. So maybe it doesn't necessarily matter too much, but maybe just go, if you're a coach using this for professional services, maybe just go work, go through and just go through all these prompts as you go through. Put your first name, last name, and just do those prompts and then sign up. What I'm actually going to do, I've already got an account, so I'm actually going to just log in with this account. So this is the same every time you log in, and then this will come up for me. Iyarn has invited you to join the coaches check-in. So this is obviously for IBA, the Indigenous Basketball Association of Australia. So we'll go join in here, and all of a sudden I've got my quick check-in. So if I'm going to complete a check-in, I go in here and I just give myself a bit of a sliding scale where I'm at right now. Is my energy actually really low right now, or is it high, really high? This is just a quick demo to show you what it's like. I go through, and then I've done a quick little check-in. I can put in my comment around maybe why this has happened. So it's interesting, I can see the 8 in support and energy really good, but maybe the program, I'm not feeling too aware what the program is because I haven't had enough of an onboard session, or I'm not clear what the itinerary hasn't been made or whatever like that. So we go, feeling like this, blah, 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 blah. It's kind of really important, we find, to put in a bit of commentary here and encourage your athletes to do the same, because sometimes just having the picture like this doesn't tell the full story. It tells a bit of data, but if they put in a bit of the reason why they're like this, it helps you have that conversation or have that yarn with them when it's time. So you go here, and the idea is that, all right, this is the first data point, but as you know, the tournament goes on or the training program goes on, it's kind of going to be really powerful the more often you do this check-in. So this is a coach's check-in, as you can see here. And then as a group, Mel, or the head of the program, will be able to see the average of all the coaches and even the average of all the athletes as well. So that's a quick taste of what it looks like. But here we've also got an example of the athlete check-ins. This is something I've created already. So since I've already logged in on my dashboard, I can actually, it'll ask me to join, and I don't need to go through the prompts to signing up. So I just join that. And all of a sudden, I got the IBA athlete check-in. But obviously, you're not an athlete, you're a coach, so you don't want to complete this check-in. What you'll do, you go back to dashboard. And once you go back to dashboard, you can actually see here that this is now on your dashboard. So this is, as a user, you can see here, I'm private and you're a member. But if you want to actually create your own template, you could either go here and create a new one from scratch. So we'll just say, hypothetically, my name's Tony. Tony, team, check-in, right? Team check-in. I could choose a scale. Do I want it 1 to 10 or 1 to 5? It's up to you. Do you want it to be public? So when it's public, it means all the users are anonymous. Where if it's private, that shows that all the individuals, you can actually see their scores over time. But when it's private, all the athletes have to sign up at least once so that you can see how they've gone. And then this is an interesting one. Do you want whole numbers or not? I think whole numbers is quite useful. You go through, and then let's just do a couple quick little energy, hobbies, maybe nutrition, and b-ball skills. I don't know. We'll just put it down. All of a sudden we've got 5 check-ins, and then we can actually type in, are you feeling like eating good food? So this is a spot where you can really, lean into the nuances of your crew that you're working with. Like culturally, you may want to use certain words that make them, feel that this is less prescriptive and not a way that makes them feel safe, that the questions are relevant and really appropriate to them. So this is where you really lean into being a coach. But even what I think here is when you actually maybe co-create these questions with your young people, with your athletes, because they're going to be the ones who are going to be needing to do this check-in, low or high over time. So this is a cool workshop to even do with them. You populate that and then you go create check-in, and all of a sudden you got Tony's team check-in here. And so if you were to share this with anyone, you just click this link here, invite members. URL has been copied, and you can share that with them. Facebook group, WhatsApp, email, or even create a QR code if you like. Super simple to do. And then what you can do here, since you're the admin and you've created this, you'll be able to see the team results, member results, members get multiple admins, and also send an automatic reminder, which can go as often as you like. So what I'll go back here, I'll show you a bit of data, what it can really look like if you've got a team. I've got an example here of a school. So I can see, imagine at the beginning of the term of the program, you've got a 10-week program happening. You can see the average of everyone has been 6 of all these different segments we're checking in on. I'm just scrolling across there. And then the end of the 10-week program, everyone's gone up on average to a 7.3, which you could argue is like, oh, we've increased the students' outcomes by 13%. From point A to point B, which can be quite useful. But obviously not everyone's going to be ascending all the time. But maybe what we do find, a lot of the coaches, when they are onto it and really listening to the young people and the athletes, things do gradually go up over time. But here, this is where you can really be useful. This is where you can see each individual scores, right? So if I want to go here and go Noah, I can see Noah, okay, it's gone a bit up and down in different segments. I can see exercise has been good and friends have been good, but what's happened here? Okay, health. Something's happened with health. Okay, maybe I want to have a chat to Noah and just see how things are going. So this is how iyarn can be really useful for you as a coach, because you can see Noah's there, but maybe, we'll go up to George Stewart. You see George has actually been pretty consistent. Exercise has been, almost 10 out of 10, so it's fantastic. But it still doesn't mean you don't need to have a yarn with George. It maybe they're just kind of putting in this data, but it doesn't mean that you don't need to create that space and check in on them. And then here, this is an opportunity to get other people to be able to see the data. Obviously, all of these individuals here, they can't see each other's unless you've made them an admin. Okay, so if you click them onto admin, then they will be able to see everyone's results. Here, you can turn on these check-in reminders. You see, turn it on here, and then you can choose whether you want it weekly, fortnightly, monthly, or whatever. So that's a bit of a quick 101. One final thing I'm going to leave with you is your ability to, say I've got you to join this IBA athlete check-in. You can actually go here and duplicate this. And what this helps you do, it just saves time. You're not creating a new check-in every time you're doing it. But you could go, this could be, group 2 check-in, right? And then we go duplicate. So all the segment titles and questions are going to be the same. However, all the members will be are not there, so you have to invite them or get them to join. But the reason why you do that to save time is all of a sudden you've got all these segments already created. But if there's some things here like homesick, actually we don't want that anymore. I don't need that. Performance, we don't want to use the language performance. We're just going to go skills on core, right? So we're actually going to save it, so you can edit these quickly and efficiently to save you time to do it, and then all of a sudden that's all done. And then so group 2, so this could be a different group you're working with. It just helps you to save time. You can duplicate however often if you like. And so you can see these are all private wheels, and that's a public. Anyway, that's a demo. I know it's probably gone a bit longer than I would have liked, but it's kind of showed you a lot of the cool things around how to use the tool. If you have any other questions, let us know. I hope that's useful.